We'll get that going. Bam, bam. All right, we're going, I think. Got mic? Yep, got sound. So, gotten, it's all gift giving season and stuff, so I've been making a lot of stuff. I haven't glued this one together yet. I just made this morning. Wait, come here. This is, you guys, everybody's familiar with the poem Footprints in the Sand. This is going to be a clock. It's not glued yet, but Footprints in the Sand. Very pretty. Really is very pretty. Came out good. So we'll put the clock, after I glue it, and then we'll put the clock parts on it. But I love my phone stands. These are so cool. So these right here are phone stands. So I'll get a nice fat rubber band that'll package it. And you just take it out, and you slide it in the little hole, and voila, you've got a really pretty phone stand. That's pretty. I like that. I've got different raptors. This is a osprey, of course. I got a bald eagle. It says Klamath Falls on it. How cute is that? Lots of different phone stands, including, of course, you got to have fishing ones, right? This one right here. Fishing story loading. Please wait. And, hey, Robert. Hey, Richard. Did you get your package yet, Robert? I haven't even checked. Have you got your package? It's got to be due. Maybe today. I don't know. It's got to be coming up really quick, although yesterday was a holiday, so probably not. Richard Jarvis, Doctor, the evil Dr. Jarvis. So I started, there's a local bookstore in town, and, locally owned. I thought maybe they'd want to sell some bookmarks that I made. Some of these, wait till I show you two of my favorites. So this one is Waves. How cool is that? Took forever to engrave this. And then, where is it? Here it is. Wales Craig. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really. And I didn't get it yet. Oh, you did? Oh, that's very nice of you. Well, you have a big package coming. I kind of got carried away with the wedding. So, I check that. With Tay and, her wedding and stuff, and kind of put a few things in there for her. And, oh, thank you. Oh, there it is. That was very, very kind of you. Very kind of you. But yeah, it's, oh, you got your grandson on book one? Nice. That's nice. I thought it'd be fun to make a business card holder, so I made this. It says, "Trust me, I have business cards." It's just basically you put this thing. I haven't glued it together yet, but put this thing together, and then you got a business card holder. That's what you got. Trust me, I have business cards. It's funny. It's like if it's in writing, it must be legit. Oh, I forgot to put this in your package. I should have put one of these in your package. But these are, iron-on, patches with terrible at fishing. Should have done that. But I did put something else terrible at fishing in there. Actually, I had so much fun creating stuff for Tay. Yeah, I hope they love it. I hope they do. I mean, nice wedding presents, and I've been, I'm going to set up I have a sunroom in the front of my house, so I'm going to sort of set it up as a little store with all these and sort of have like a craft, like a garage sale, but it's a sunroom sale. This time of year, people have a hard time. Beautiful clocks. Look at that. It's a great clock. Even the hands are made of wood. Very cool. So, yeah, it's neat. And so people can, buy gifts, and it's hard to find gifts for like under $10. So, here you got, these little, beautiful, I'm going to put ribbons on them. And got a lot of these. Bookmarks are for quitters. Puppy, coffee, and books. Reading makes your world bigger. Sorry, I'm fully booked. And there was another one. I don't judge a book by its movie. That one. So there's some really good, bookmarks in here for those who still enjoy reading. Good. I hope so, Robert. I hope so. I love just making stuff. And then you guys, all of you know that when you order something from me, you always get extra stuff because I just love doing it. This is another clock. This is my, it's not completely done yet, but this is my steampunk clock. So, I created these cogs and then I sort of put them over it. Now I'm going to put some metal on here as soon as I buy some more super glue because I lost it somehow. Wood glue is easy, but what a fun clock, And this is I love steampunk. Steampunk's cool. It's just really cool. All right, take care, Robert. Take care, my friend. Steampunk is super cool. I wanted to make it working cogs, but I was having a hard time figuring it out. Where to put these, put a motor, a slow RPM motor in here, and just have the cogs sort of work on spindles. Maybe another time, we'll make another clock with rotating cogs on it, and that'll be fun. Slow RPM, motors are fairly inexpensive. It's just a matter of building the back end and then creating a shadow box, and maybe some lights in it. I am playing with some ideas, some really neat art pieces with lighting and mechanics with this new machine, and I'm pretty excited about that. What I need to do is sell all this stuff so I can reinvest it into some of the other stuff. You can't go too crazy. There's 21 bookmarks here. So I got 21 bookmarks. And then I got, how many of these stands? I don't know, I can't remember how many of these stands I got. See? That's too thin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lucky number 13 stands. See, in the back, the insert piece that you put on it in order to get it to stand up, I put my logo on it. So it just does that. So my logo's in the back. Isn't that beautiful? I still have to epoxy these. So we'll do that today. We'll go out there and spray them down with epoxy. Because that stuff is nasty indoors. It's just nasty. I got to take all these out and put them on the table and just shoot them. So, oh, nice, Richard. Yeah, we tomorrow we're invited I think 7 or 8 friends over for leftovers party. It's a leftover party, you know, turkey and stuff like that. And so people bring their whatever leftovers and come over to our house. So I think the stands will run about $10. The bookmarks $5. $3 for these little patches, iron-on patches. I really don't know what to. This is just sort of something I made because I wanted to. Trust me, I have business cards. That is very funny, actually. The clocks, I think, might go for $25 or $30. I do have some beautiful, beautiful 3D stuff. Multi layers. Those are running about 35, maybe 40. I've been looking online. That's what people are charging $50 to $100 for them. But I really don't want to price people out of gift giving. I want them to afford gift giving. The best part of living is giving a gift to people. It just is. There's nothing better to do than to give to other people. It's what keeps you sane, keeps you grounded. It's the best. So, and I got pens. I got pens. See, this is my 10-inch fishing scale pen. It's actually 6 inches long, but guys measure differently. So I got fishing pens. Should put that in there. I got so excited about Tay, Robert's friend's wedding. I made some wedding stuff for them, but I forgot to put all this other stuff in it. Should have done that. Also, I want to start engraving some knives. I can do metal, so I could do the blade. But, you can engrave handles. There's a little terrible at fishing handle, and then my name on the other side. And so I've got some of these that I could do for people. Make it a terrible at fishing, customize it, put their name on it, put it on the blade, do whatever they want with it. I've done some really neat. Oh, there's this thing. Look at this. I bought this because I didn't, and I wanted to see what it was like. It was like $3 or something like that. It's just a little multi-tool. So I engraved "terrible at fishing" on it, and then it's pliers, and you open it up, and you turn this open, and you got pliers, and you got screwdrivers and a little knife. So it's a little keychain thingy. It's comes with a little case. It's got these. You've got a Phillips screwdriver, which is really nice. You always need a Phillips on a boat. I don't know why, you just always do. So it's got a little knife on it, but it's kind of sucks. But that's its little thing. I mean, for, $7.50 or whatever, I don't know. I can customize it, put a person's name on it on the other side after the, I could do that. That's easy. It's real easy. So, but yeah, it says "terrible at fishing" on it. It's a little keychain thing. So, very fun. I thought about making candle holders with little tea light candles, but that didn't turn out very good. You could put a little tea light in there, and then looks cute, but it's just so little. I had to it just fell apart after I cut it. I think I needed to cut it faster at lower intensity, just put multiple passes on it, because when I went slow and cut through the wood, it just sort of burned it. So need to come up with maybe a different method. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, I think I do. Just a little something to sell and keep my fishing going. I like the terrible fishing patches, just iron-ons. These just iron-on patches. So a person can buy it and iron it on their hats or your jacket or your backpack or your whatever. Um, for a few bucks. Everybody needs something that says terrible at fishing on it. And then of course my sister wanted this tree of life, so I tried to cut this, but it didn't cut all the way through. So I had to recut it, and because when I tried to poke some of these things out, it just sort of kept breaking some of the limbs. So I recut it, and it came out just fine. But this one right here is kind of garbage. Maybe garbage. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. It actually looks nice. But this might be something I might hang up over here or something like that, but definitely not for sale. But we've got some really neat stuff that I'm working on. Like I said, once, almost done with all this, and then I'm gluing, clamping and gluing right now. And then I'll take all this stuff out later today, and then we'll spray it with epoxy to really give it some shine and some depth, and also durability. With these bookmarks, you can buy tassels that just go on the top of them really cheap. You can get like 50 of them for like $8. That's stupid. I'm out of focus, aren't I? I hate when I'm out of focus. There you go. I'm in focus now. There you go. I'm in focus. But I really love the way these waves turned out and the whales. These take forever because there's so much detail in there. And my engraver it took an hour and a half to do, a half a dozen of these, It's just so much detail in there. But it does help you to see the accuracy of this new laser that I got. It's down to 0.1 millimeter, and it's really, really good. But I did make, I think I have like a half a dozen of each one of these, and I just love the way these turned out. I think these will be the better sellers. But I also had a lot of other stuff, A book is a gift you can open again and again. There's a fiction addiction, stuff like that, And I think the local store, I think I could actually I can engrave their logo on the back side of this. So we can actually make it sort of a proprietary, marker for them to sell in their store. This way, they'll get a little advertising for each one of these that's sold. So, I haven't put my mark on it, but I can easily put their mark on the back. And, they buy them for $3, they sell them for $5. Little wholesale thing and be done. I sell them for $5. So they sell them for $5. And the neat thing too about this thing, these I could cut displays for this. So basically, they're a countertop display for it. I can actually make, and that's easy enough to do. In fact, that's what I did with my pens over here. The pen holder is one that I cut. So very cool. So I got some. Oh, and phone wallets. I ordered 3 different types of wallets, minimalist and then leather ones, and I'm going to engrave those. I want to sort of test, that concept. Cutting boards too, in time. Evidently, they sell very well by other people who do this. A cutting board, and then. What else I got coming? I got stuff. Dang. I'm just little this, little that's is what I've got. I just what do I got? There we go. Yeah, I want to do knives though. I think knives will do really well. A personalized knife would be really cool. Yeah, I got 3 different wallets coming. I do have some baits coming in. I got about 80 blanks coming in. So we'll get to painting those. And coasters, of course, other different wood stock. So we're just going to have a pretty good little time with this and see what sells. I mean, I don't have a minimalist wallet. Basically, it's a metal wallet that you press a button and it pops out your cards and stuff like that. But I hear they sell very well. So if I can, customize it for somebody, put a little terrible at fishing, put their name on it, and, they can sell, they can buy them for $25. It'll be a nice little profit and still half the price what they're paying online for it. So again, I want people to give gifts. I want them to give gifts. I don't want to price them out of the ability to give. So in other countries, but the UK, we are not allowed to carry knives. No way. Oh, I'm in an open carry county, man. You can carry a gun in this county. Piece of cake. How do you go fishing? You need a knife when you go fishing. You gotta have a knife when you go fishing, You gotta cut stuff up. You gotta clean your fish and stuff like that. You gotta be able to carry a knife. So, I don't know. I mean, everybody carries a knife, and a lot of people carry a gun in my area. It's not unusual to see guys and men and women open carry in this town. They just carry. I know in Britain, even the bobbies don't carry guns, but I mean here, everybody carries a gun. So it's the way it is. You could carry pens with man measurements on it. 10-inch pen. Man measurements. This is beautiful too. Look at this, Richard. I love the way this turned out. There's a moon right over here, and I put stars. It's hard for you to see, but real pretty piece. So I cut some hangers, so we'll put hangers on the back of these. We'll glue those on too. So I actually laser cut hangers, and they're going to go on the back, so people can just take it, put a hanger in there, and be done. Hey, buddy, donkey. I'm just sharing what I've been doing. Bookmarkers, and I love these phone stands. I really do. I think everybody should have a phone stand because, you just gotta have something to stand up your phone that is where you can see it. It's just cool. I love these phone stands. And, they're doing the raptors, the fishing. I'll do maps on. I mean, you can do anything I want. I can put people's names on it, maybe on the back side or the front. I put Klamath Falls right there. But look at that's a beautiful osprey. And there's some of these. Oh, this is neat. This is, I think it's an elk. Might be an elk. And I think it's deer. But look at that. That's really fine detail cutting. It turned out real pretty. Real pretty. Look at that. Different pattern of it. Those turned out really nice. And then this is my funny one. This is my spirit animal is a sloth, a little sloth in a cup. And then on these other ones, my fishing ones, I put my logo, and then I cut out a fish on the stand on the fishing one. So very cool. I mean, just a lot of fun. We're just going to probably just we're going to sell all these and get these things sold locally, I think. So, but yep, just thinking of other stuff. Like I said, I just ordered like one of this, one of that. I want to see what it looked like. When I stamp it. I engrave it, and what I can do with it. See if it will sell. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it's like when I get some of this other stuff in. I've been going through wood learning. There's a lot of learning curve to this, and so understanding negative space. The software I got is pretty good. The machine is fantastic. Really is a very, very, very good machine. I had, my lungs are terrible, and so I had to vent this thing out the window, and then it wasn't doing a good enough job because the fan that's in the housing just didn't have enough push. So what I did is I bought an inline vent fan, and I put it down here. So I mean, it's about 20 feet of vent hose here, and so I about halfway, about a third way down the vent hose, and I've got this thing, and it's just pulling and pushing the fumes out. But you can't. I mean, to be honest, I can't imagine operating one of these open air. There's no way. I think even people with healthy lungs would have respiratory illnesses eventually. This encaps this, and it's really nice because you got a camera, and so in it, and so I can take a picture of my space after I could put, like a bunch of these pens, boom, 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 and then take a picture of it, and then just move my graphics over each and every one of the pieces, and it will engrave it. I can't imagine doing it without a camera. I think it would be difficult, to say the least. So I think a camera is one of those things that you got to have with this thing. You got to be working with a negative airspace inside there in order to suck all that stuff, the smoke out, and then push it out of your breathing area. This is just one of those things. You just got to figure it out. But the machine would cost you $400, but it's going to double that with all the other stuff that you're going to end up buying for it. But it's a 12 watt. This is a 12 watt, and it does very, very well. So, made by a company called Atom Stack, and they did a good job with it. It's a great cabinet. Really good cabinet to it. It's even tinted, so you don't need to wear your laser safety goggles. And I can see it from 360 degrees, something that nobody else does. So it's really nice. So we'll start making more. We're going to sell this stuff probably in a week. We'll do a sort of a yard sale type thing, except in my sunroom, because it's snowing outside and it's freezing. So we'll just do it in the sunroom. And, sunroom's all glass, at the front of my house. So we'll set up, make a little shop. I got card tables, and we can set up a little shop in there and sell this stuff. And it'll be a nice little gift, craft thing for the holidays for people. And then we might do some specific stuff for Lake of the Woods, and get there, put some in their stores, but they're not very busy this time of year. In fact, they're dead this time of year. But the lake is icing over, and if the wind just does not hit, and according to the weather, it's not supposed to be windy. In fact, we have an air stagnation advisory right now in the area. That means there's no wind. And if we can just keep this going for a week, 1 week, no wind, that we'll get a good cap, on the lake. And if we can get a good cap, it'll continue to freeze. By the end of next month or by Christmas, we'll be able to do some ice fishing, which is very exciting. I love ice fishing. Ice fishing's fun. What else? I think it's about all of it. I think it's about it. Yeah, it's really, really cool, guys. I like this new machine. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just cool. That's just cool to be able to do this, burn it into wood, and make such a beautiful picture out of it. I love art. I've always loved art. I mean, look at those. I mean, the waves are just spectacular. Really, really nice. Didn't pop out the top part. I love these bookmarks. I really do. I mean, I could do 7 per sheet on these bookmarks. I can do 7 a sheet. And, my sheets are 12 by 12. So, and each sheet cost about $1 for a sheet. It took, for these though, it took an hour and a half for my machine to create these, because there's so much detail in it. The more detail, the longer it takes. It's beautiful, beautiful osprey, gorgeous ospreys. I'll try to do this one. This one didn't turn out good, so this will probably be mine. I wanted to do some. I need to make the lines darker, or even fill this in, and then I wanted the cutout on it. So if I filled it in, I think it would have worked better. And that's kind of how you play with this a little bit. But this one will be mine. I just think everybody should have a phone holder. It's got to be there. And then the first ones I did of these. So the first ones I did of these, I just did the bird. Then I figured, okay, well, what if I add some trees? So that's what the version 2 is. I just put some trees in there. So that's what I did. And it's kind of what the eagle, I put Klamath Falls on it and stuff like that. And these will be packaged with a rubber band. So a person, real thick 1/2-inch band on it. So they can take it apart and just slide it in there. And then when they go out, to a coffee shop, they'll have it, and they can just pull it out and then just mount it and do that. So it'll be pretty simple, with a 1/2-inch band around it. It'll be nice. Very cool. And then, of course, my iron-on patches. This thing does leather really well. Really well. It does a very good job at burning leather. I like it. But if you guys want anything, email below. Donkey. Yeah, email below. What did I do? I didn't do this blade. I just did the handle on this blade. But yeah, I did this metal. So, yep. It's tough. All right. I just want to check in with you guys. I hope you guys had a nice day yesterday and a safe weekend. If you guys have a gift suggestion send it to me. I did make some for my neighbors. There's a little ornament for their dog, of their dog. And then some coasters from other neighbors. Because, and then I got keychains. Keychains, little itty bitty keychains. I got a lot of those. I got more over there. So we got to spray those. We'll do those today too when I go out there and suffocate and freeze. Because it's how cold? It's 31 degrees right now outside. So it's getting warmer. It's 31 degrees. All right. You guys take care. I really appreciate you stopping in. So I always wish you guys the best. Always.